Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, and I'm just doing another pregnancy vlog to update you guys on what I've been going through lately. I apologize for the black bags, I guess, under my eyes. It's been a long night for the past 2 weeks. I haven't gotten much sleep and I've been having a lot of nightmares, and I just wanted to kind of update you guys so those of you that are dealing with high risk pregnancy can kind of have a view into what's going on right now with me. Um, as you can tell, I'm lying down. I'm officially on bed rest. So yay! Lots of fun, but it's for Evan. Basically, it's been an emotional past 2 weeks. And I'm just feeling okay enough to where I'm still emotional about it, but I feel like I can finally talk about what's been going on with me and the baby. So for those of you that have been following kind of my vlogs, um, and I apologize for not really doing a gender reveal. We just recently found out a while back some bad news and thought we were gonna have to plan a funeral for our baby. So I didn't feel comfortable doing a gender reveal or really talking much about the pregnancy in general, to be honest, because it's a touchy subject right now. And I apologize if I kind of tear up as I'm talking about this, but basically, 2 weeks ago, I went in because I was bleeding a lot. I had like one of the worst bleeds I ever had, and I was passing a lot of clots, and it felt like contractions basically. And I was only 20 weeks along. Actually, I thought it was 2 weeks that's passed already. It's only been 1 week, so it's still kind of fresh on my mind. But anyways, I went into the labor, like I went in since I was 20 weeks, they could take me into labor and delivery. And they basically, my doctor told me that I could have him that night. And to start looking into every option possible. So we even called up a funeral home and started looking at our options there. And just in case, just to kind of prepare, we also took a tour of the NICU just in case, because most likely, if he does make it at this point, it's going to be in the NICU for him, just like our youngest daughter, Alice, which when she came, she was like 24 weeks, 5 days, and she only weighed a pound to 5 ounces, and it was the scariest feeling imaginable. And she was in there for a really long time, and it killed us not having her with us because we lived like a whole hour away. And I was okay. Like, I'm sorry if I ramble here, but I was pretty much feeling okay with the whole situation with her until I had to leave the hospital and be discharged, and then I just broke down because it's not the same experience as getting to take your baby home. You're still worried sick about them because she was this tiny fragile thing that we could possibly lose at any moment, and I had to leave her, and so I'd have to go home without my baby, which killed me. And this time, the doctors made it seem like we were more doomed because, like statistically, I don't know what causes it, but boys tend to not do as well born early. And they were straightforward with us about that. And we are having a boy and naming him Evan Tyler. So we're really concerned, as you can imagine. So we were looking into every option and everything. Luckily, I didn't go into labor that night. I was released the next day. Sorry if the camera shakes a little bit because I'm kind of shaky right now. But I just went home and just played it, just kind of took it day by day. I'm now officially 21 weeks as of yesterday, and right before my doctor's appointment yesterday, I went to the ER again because I was having these really bad cramps and they had me in tears. And for those that don't know me, I have a really high pain tolerance. So just because I'm not showing I'm in pain doesn't mean I'm not in pain. It takes a lot for me to be in tears. So my husband was really concerned. And so we went to the emergency room. I wasn't bleeding a whole lot, but we got a nurse that acted extremely insensitive and extremely rude. And it just made me feel 1,000 times worse. She came in the room and right off the bat started judging me because I guess, I look young for my age, and she thought I'm very petite. For those that haven't seen me in person, I'm a very petite person, and that's why I get mistaken for younger than I am. And she just judged me based on as if I was like a stupid young teenager that deserved to lose her baby or something. And she came in and I was in so much pain, and she started saying really nasty comments, and she tried to put the Doppler on the baby, and she literally grabbed my stomach and she squeezed. I could feel her squeeze him in my stomach, and it hurt. And so I'm like, my husband's there worried that I'm gonna smack that lady in the face because I had a reaction and I grabbed her hand off of my stomach, and I was like, my doctor doesn't want anybody handling my stomach that roughly. And she's like, oh, well, I have to check where the baby is. Um, and I was just like, no, you can just put the effing Doppler, excuse my language, on the stomach, and you can hear where the baby is. You don't have to reach in my uterus to grab my baby to know where he is. I can tell you where he is. So anyways, I had that bad experience. She didn't even care. She was like, oh, it doesn't seem like you're in pain or anything, when really I was having really bad cramping and I was passing clots even though I wasn't bleeding a whole lot, so it was still worrying. And like I said, I have a high pain tolerance, so when I'm just wincing, I'm actually in a lot more pain than it looks like. I'm pretty good at managing my pain anymore since I've been in pain for so long. Um, and they just sent us home and didn't check or anything. Well, then later that night, I started gushing blood. Like I thought for sure this is it. And I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like giving up. I don't want to get excited because if something happens to him, I don't want to I want to prepare myself for the worst, and I don't want to even be excited about this pregnancy anymore. Which sounds kind of bad to say, but that's the way I cope. I tend to downplay a lot of excitement because it seems like every dream in my life gets ripped away. And so I basically bled so much. I thought I was gonna need a blood transfusion. It just kept coming and coming and coming. And then in the middle of the night, I felt like a gush of something, and my husband, I didn't look at it at the time because my husband was going to work and he didn't hear me call out to him. And so I just rushed to the toilet, and I just was bleeding profusely, and I didn't even look at the bed, but apparently I had soaked through the mattress. And it scared me because when we checked later that day, it looked like my water might have broke. And I was like, oh no, what now? Because with our youngest daughter, that's pretty much when I delivered her, was when my water broke. Her lungs weren't able to develop anymore. For those that don't know, a baby has to have at least a little bit of, at least enough fluid in the amniotic sac in order to develop their lungs. If there's no fluid, then their lungs struggle to develop. And then it can also affect their heart rate, because if you start having contractions, there's no cushion surrounding the baby. And that's pretty much what happened with our youngest after the placenta started tearing, my water broke and everything. But anyways, so I went to the doctor the other day and we actually got pretty good news, which I'm happy about. Our baby boy is growing fine, she said, and the clot has seemed to decrease a little in size, which makes me feel better about the clots coming out. I'm still bleeding quite a bit, but she said that's normal. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But I'm only 21 weeks, so we're still just praying that he holds on, and just taking it day by day. I'm following my strict bed rest. It's hard because I had to get someone else to watch my girls, and I miss him so much. But I know that it's the best thing for Evan, so that we can try to help him make it. But anyways, he's a big boy. He's measuring quite big. He's already a pound 5 ounces approximately, which is actually a really decent size for a 20-week baby. 21 weeks, sorry. So right now the game plan is to reach 24 weeks so that he has a chance at life. So I'll be updating you along the way, but I hope you guys understand I won't be doing videos so frequently, just because you can obviously see I'm still kind of torn up about the whole situation. And it's really emotional to go through it, and on top of it, I'm hormonal as it is being pregnant, so it doesn't help at all. Um, but anyways, sorry for such a sad video. But I just wanted to kind of tell you guys my experience and kind of document my whole journey with Evan, since it looks like he's going to be a preemie, and if he makes it, and we're just going through some rough times, and just I think I can look back on these videos and it'll help me cope as well. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to do a lot more videos in the future. And once he arrives and I know he's finally safe, I know I'm going to be doing a lot more happier videos, and a lot more videos once I know we've reached the vital stage, since then I can actually plan and make plans for the nursery and all that without feeling anxious about it, like he might not make it. So hopefully hopefully this little boy holds on, and I just appreciate everyone's support during this really hard time for us. And thank you for watching. Bye.